Oh, I'm Margaret Ann Windsor, and I was kidnapped in 41 at age 2. My father's Edward VIII, and I put all this up many times over the years. The reason I'm calling is calling. Well, I just got off calling again, trying to find a home. This whole thing has been, I was brought over here from living in a castles. My father taken down with character assassination. He never married Wallace Simpson. She married a double. They took my father down with just lies, and the Illuminati did. My mom's Claudia Ruth O'Keefe from Madison, Wisconsin, an American, so she married him, and he couldn't have married Wallace Simpson. He had nothing to do with her. Well, they were still alive October the 20th of 86, so I've put all this up. I found out about my kidnapping in I'm sorry, in 1983. I'm used to saying I'm sorry, although I haven't broken the laws. And it kind of, if it's ever told what I've been through and denied and stolen from me and what's been done to my children, the torture to us, I'm almost 80 years old, but I've been the gamut. I've been deprived of housing, and if you did a background check, it wouldn't even, I couldn't even use my real name. You would get it under Peggy Dempsey Childers, which is a dead twin. The twins were dead when they replaced me with her. Well, she was deceased, so they gave me her name. She was killed about 2 weeks before, 1 to 2 weeks before they left me there in Moulton, Alabama. So since I've put all this up, and if anybody watches this and they care to look back, they can get pretty much a background after a couple on YouTube or Facebook. What I wanted to put up is yet again, I was trying to get an application for kind of, I think they would be nice that are coming here to Roanoke in opening in the spring. So I just called. Well, they don't have any low income HUD right now. I don't know with what's happened back in June. They, unless this got into court, and it involves more than the housing, being kept homeless. So it's really hopeless. But here's what she said to me, because I sent well, I called her just now, and she mentioned something about, well, the apartment was, oh, excuse me, I don't even get that much money. I'm on it, guess what? Yeah, I have a budget income, not a great deal. Okay, here's what was said to me, and this is all I'm going to put up. I didn't know about this, but I'm not sure it would have helped me anyway. If my spouse, who's deceased, if he had was a veteran and he had served during a wartime, which or in the war, which I don't know that he did. He was in the army, I know that. But here's the deal: it's got to be wartime, or I had to be in the army. I have to be a veteran. Well, I don't know what. I'm a hostage. I'm a veteran of the war that was waged against my country and me, and I'm here. It's unbelievable. Me sitting here trying to tell it while your press is going out after the king and prince of Saudi Arabia, claiming they killed this journalist from the Washington Post and dismembered him. I put this up, what's been done to me, to a degree. You can't put it all up. I pray that it's told. But can you imagine me sending application into them and saying, well, hey, I'm a veteran of war. I'm a hostage, but I've been through a war that most people couldn't have come out of. And I'm not sure I'm out of it. Do you get my point? If I would qualify for this, of course, can't you see me saying, well, I had to put Peggy Ann Dempsey Childers down there because I was kidnapped. I'm actually the Queen of England. My father's Edward VIII. You took him out. You kidnapped me and brought my children. Well, I had my children here and you tortured them. Obviously, I had them here. Can you see me telling this to them? Well, right away, they'd just rip the application up, I can assure you. And the deal was that If I was a veteran, well, how would I explain that? I am. I'm a hostage. Well, they'd handcuff me and haul me off. They wouldn't even want to hear it. Then I could bring the twins' birth certificates and show them, try to show them my evidence, just one piece of it, and say, the state of Alabama sent this to me, and they mark through the dates, which is illegal, of the birth and of the twins, and they don't have Peggy is dead. They gave me her name, but they did have a death certificate on Carl, and it was marked through. So inserted another date of birth above both Peggy and Carl because it didn't jive with the birth date they gave me when they kidnapped me and brought me here in 41. So they had to change it because I had used the same birth date throughout high school, grade school after they kidnapped me. So, it would trigger something, I'm sure. So the state of Alabama just illegally marked through it with ink, and I took it down to get my driver's license the last time, and they told me they couldn't give it to me because it had been marked through. So they did go back and put it under ultraviolet light, and they told me, I tried to get them to tell me the date underneath it. That this would have shown when the twins, the date they were really born. Well, they wouldn't give it to me. Well, it's illegal to mark through it. So everything that's been done to me is illegal in my kids. And I sit here this afternoon in really pretty bad shape, my health. I'm almost 80. So that's the position I'm in. My husband, there's no need to say anything about that. I don't think he was fought during any wartime. And try telling them I'm a veteran. They'd handcuff me, and it's not funny. None of it is. You have to wonder about homeless and what they took me from and the life I've lived and my children have lived. And, I'm going to put this up, and I'm sure people will going to get mad and probably, I don't know. But what if God, I'll just say this, what if he does a background check? Wouldn't that be something?